Let's turn these app icons into horror, starting with Among Us. First, let's get rid of the head and draw a clean circle to replace it. I'll fill it with solid red, then add a lighter circle to represent the guts. Now I'm drawing a rectangle and two circles to make a bone. And of course it needs a shadow, but the bag is cut off, so we need to repair it. And you've probably noticed that the whole icon uses very thick outlines, so we have to add those to the bone as well. And finally, let's splash some tomato sauce around. Next up is Netflix. And since the final episode just came out, let's make this one Stranger Things themed. I want to build the N out of vines from the upside down. So I'm cutting out some tree roots, warping them into place, and repeating that 2 more times to make an N. But the vines in Stranger Things have this really weird texture. And I think our best bet is using honeycombs, liquefying them around the roots, and blending everything together. I think it would look great if some of the thinner parts were slightly purple. And while we're at it, let's add a red glow inside some of these gaps. We still have a problem. This plain black background is not doing it for me. So I'm adding a texture and darkening it down. And this is the horror version of Netflix. It's time to make Duolingo look like you missed your Spanish lesson. First, I'm making his face a bit smaller, so we have some empty space for later. Now I'm painting around the eyes to make Joe frown. But that's not enough, so let's add eye bags by painting in some shadows around the eyes. And while I'm at it, I'll shade the inside of the eyes too. Now I'm recreating the beak with a couple of circles to give him a slight smile. And since I shaded the eyes, the beak deserves some love too. Don't you feel like something is missing? Let's give him a wing so he can hold the weapon. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, Gio is definitely gonna pay you a visit tonight. I'm making a knife using a few rectangles, making sure it matches the flat icon style. And of course, it needs shading. I know you've been waiting for this, so let's add some ketchup on the knife with a nice drip. And just like everything else, I'm giving it shadows and highlights. There you go, the horror version of Duolingo. Our final design is Reddit. First, let's remove the original character and draw a head for his evil twin. Now I'm taking a red circle and turning it into a robot eye.
Nice job, team.
And I guess this thing would probably cast a shadow, so let's add it. But this head shape isn't very menacing, so I'm carving a sharper jawline while keeping everything rounded, because that's the original style. But if I add a circle here, the eye looks way meaner. 2 more circles and we've got an evil smirk. We still need some shading though. A rim light will help separate it from the background. And of course, since this is horror themed, some suspicious red liquid might help. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're gonna love to see me take movie titles too literally in that one.